Since there are already so many rumors floating around about the 2023 season, NASCAR's off-season is more like a continuous season. What else has happened besides Hailie Deegan getting her new car and Front Row Motorsports expanding their lineup? Let's find out. Hello NASCAR fam and welcome back to NASCAR Live. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. And let's begin. With only 3 top 10 results in her first 2 seasons in the NASCAR Truck Series, Hailie Deegan hasn't experienced much success. Several times, she has attributed her subpar performance to the ineptitude of her rivals. After TRICON Garage, formerly David Gilliland Racing, switched to Toyota, leaving Hailie Deegan without a ride for the 2023 season, she has been looking for a seat with poor performance. However, it looks like the problem has a fix. Deegan will pilot the number 13 Ford, but she will really take over for Christian Eckes, who is headed to McAnally-Hilgemann Racing, who drove the 98 Toyota both part-time in 2021 and fully in 2022. This position became available after Christian Eckes unexpectedly switched from driving for Toyota to driving the number 19 truck for McAnally-Hilgemann Racing. The remainder of the NASCAR silly season is now in play. The third-year driver at a team with a long history of victories is expected to perform much better after she revealed last week that she will be joining Motorsports Racing in 2023. During an interview on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio this week, her new crew chief acknowledged as much, while also issuing a warning to the opposition. Since she debuted in the Truck Series at the beginning of the 2021 season, Hailie Deegan has maintained consistency in 2 areas of her career: her disappointing performance outcomes and her criticism of others for their role in some of those subpar finishes. The 21-year-old driver has been vocal about how she is especially raised by the other drivers in the series. And I feel like the older generation, it's harder for them to respect you, Deegan said on the I Am Athlete NASCAR podcast last year. So I notice whenever I get into incidents with some of the older guys on the track, it always drags on and it's always a lot more heightened than it is for the younger guys, like wrecks and hard battles. It's like they can do something to me, but if I do it back, it's a problem. I'm like, well, you just did the same thing. Several months ago, following her successful Xfinity Series debut at Las Vegas, when she finished 13th for SS Greenlight Racing, she fired her most recent jab at truck drivers. It changes a lot being able to finesse with throttle, brake, and deciding what to do. Dump out of it or crank the throttle. There's just so many different things that you can do. Deegan said to NBC's Parker Kligerman, like the trucks, it's pretty much one lane, one way, and you just kinda hope for the best. And it appears like everyone races in this series extremely cleanly. There is a lot of respect, which I really appreciate. Deegan hoped to get a ride in the Xfinity Series, which is a clean and courteous series. It did not take place. Despite the disappointment, she gave her fans some good news last week when she revealed that she would be transferring to Motorsports Racing in 2023, one of the premier teams that takes home victories and titles. The most recent championship won by the organization was in 2021 by Ben Rhodes and crew leader Rich Luscious. In 2022, the team came in 2nd place. The fact that Deegan will collaborate with Luscious in 2023 is one of the most significant aspects of her new contract. The seasoned crew chief spoke about his expectations for his rookie driver during an appearance this week on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. He also covered their strategy for handling the aggressive drivers that have previously given her problems. Yeah, that was briefly discussed, Luscious remarked. We're discussing it more as Daytona draws nearer. She'll be aggressive, that much I know. She shouldn't steal from anyone, I hope. She's currently thinking in that way, and I believe that is how she will act in the future. I believe she's in a pretty good place mentally right now, as far as knowing that she's going to have a really good shot next year to be competitive, and we're going to have a really good team, and hopefully, like I said, we're going to get some top 10s, said the coach. For us to qualify for the playoffs the following season, I don't believe it at all to be impossible. While some people might laugh at the idea of her entering the playoffs, if there's a year when it's going to happen, it's 2023. Along with a great staff, she will be in top-notch gear. It's game time, in Rhodes' opinion, her new comrade. In regards to her at Motorsports, Rhodes said, "What I can say is, that she should be really excited, because if she feels like she wasn't given a fair chance, she's gonna get it now. I would say that now is her chance to go stamp her name and say that this is what I can do. Longtime NASCAR reporter Lee Spencer also said that track owners and Cup Series team owners are not making much of an effort to secure sponsorship. And let's take a closer look to some major changes coming to NASCAR in 2023. There has been a lot of news throughout the off-season that signaled significant changes to the racing world's landscape, despite the fact that the 2023 NASCAR season is only a few weeks away. Venue changes. The 2023 NASCAR schedule has undergone two significant venue modifications. The historic North Wilkesboro Speedway in North Carolina will host a Cup Series race, even though it's not going to be for points, for the first time since 1996. The location made the announcement that NASCAR had selected it to host a yearly All-Star race as part of its 75th anniversary celebrations back in September. With the help of locals and other individuals from the racing industry, notably Dale Earnhardt Jr., North Wilkesboro has recently undergone a revival after years of decline. Earnhardt Jr. competed in a late model race at North Wilkesboro just 1 week prior to the announcement of the All-Star race, using the same green number 3 Sundrop car that he had previously driven. That weekend will feature not just the Cup Series race, but also the Craftsman Truck Series. Additionally, NASCAR tried to be innovative with the other venue change, which went against the grain of the time. The new Chicago Street Race has taken the position of Road America in Elkhart Lake in Wisconsin, which had been added to the Cup Series program for years. Road America will continue to hold an Xfinity Series race on July 29th of the upcoming campaign. This race was just added to the Cup Series schedule for 2021. The inaugural NASCAR race of its kind will take place the weekend of July 1st and be called the Chicago Street Race. The street circuit race will take place in downtown Chicago, not at Chicagoland Speedway, where the previous Cup Series contest took place in the Joliet suburb of Chicago. Despite a suggested course map being available, the duration of the event and the official title sponsor have not yet been disclosed as of the time of the publication. Drivers and teams. One enduring standard won't be present in the lineup of cars for the 2019 NASCAR season, which will disappoint fans who enjoy seeing famous number and paint scheme combinations during a race. It was formally revealed in September that Kyle Busch and Joe Gibbs Racing had split after 15 years of partnership. The first step was taken in December of 2021, when Mars Inc., a longtime sponsor of Busch, announced that it will stop supporting NASCAR after the 2022 season, making that year the final one for the yellow number 18 M&M's vehicle. Busch moved on to Richard Childress Racing when a contract extension or renewal between JGR and Busch fell through in the months that followed. Busch will take over the number 8 car at RCR in place of Tyler Reddick, who went on to the 23XI racing team controlled by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. In 2022, Reddick had his own contractual predicament. He announced his move to 23XI in mid-July, immediately following his first Cup Series victory of his career. Reddick had planned to join his new team in 2024, but a few weeks after Busch joined the latter, 23XI purchased the remaining terms of his contract with RCR. Reddick will take over driving the number 45 car from Kurt Busch, who announced his intention to retire from full-time competition in 2023. Busch had a concussion after crashing at the Pocono race last season during qualifying. He withdrew his application for a medical waiver for the playoffs after being unable to compete in the following 5 races due to illness, and ultimately missed the remainder of the regular season. The 34-time race winner and 2004 Cup Series champion was greeted with a tremendous amount of support from the racing community after making his decision. Miscellaneous. Jimmy Johnson, a 7-time Cup Series champion, will make a comeback to NASCAR as a driver and a part owner. Johnson and Richard Petty came to an agreement whereby Johnson will drive for Petty GMS in the 2017 Daytona 500 and receive a portion of the company's ownership. Johnson will only compete in a small number of NASCAR races due to his current excursion into the IndyCar Series. Chandler Smith, a native of North Georgia and 5-time Truck Series champion, has secured a full-time seat for Kaulig Racing in the 2023 Xfinity Series. The number 16 car, which was once driven by AJ, will be driven by the 20-year-old Pickens County resident, Al Mendinger, who will be participating in the Cup Series full-time in the upcoming campaign. As previously mentioned, Craftsman has taken over from Camping World as the Truck Series title sponsor. Prior to Camping World taking control in 2009 till 2018, Craftsman served as a sponsor from 1996 to 2008. Before Camping World returned for seasons 2021 and 2022, the show was briefly sponsored by Gander Outdoors for 2 seasons. On the other hand, NASCAR will return to the 2.5-mile Daytona International Speedway for its biggest race of the year after the unofficial season opener. The February 5 Busch Light Clash will be hosted at the Los Angeles Coliseum for the 2nd consecutive year. Season opening events for the NASCAR Cup, Xfinity, Truck, and ARCA Menards Series will all take place in Daytona over the course of 5 days. Before Cup Series qualifying or the Daytona 500 qualifying events, there won't be any practice sessions for the first time. And that ends today's episode. We sincerely hope you have enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We will see you in the next video.